for a tank charge through the wall. Wait, is that chips I hear? Yeah, I hear his voice say. Well, of course, Denver. The UNSC has to send their best men in.
Careful! All armor, form up on the lower doorway. Chief, get upstairs. Have your robot pick that lock.
I beg your pardon. I am 343 Guilty Spot. Monitor installation.
Yeah, well, you're also our ticket through this wall. Don't mind.
I'm gladly paying the reclaimed progress.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, tank. Get
It's like
through.
they don't even see us.
Oh god, we've lost more men. Oh, I need to get out before that goes.
Explosion. Avoid command. While this facility looks quite hardy on the surface, there are undoubtedly delicate structures below the facade. For a doorway to a bar, some group has security protocols. One moment, Reclaimer. Here we are. Please follow me.
Door is open. I believe the next terminal's past the bridge, isn't it?
Oh, hello. Here, this panel will activate a bridge.
Ah, here it is. Let me open the white bridge first. There it is. Right, get.
Excellent. This way.
Right.
Sudden clarity. These
Response.
sentinels were trying to deny access to the lower levels.
Enemy
of the facility.
naval tactics.
A wise decision.
When
Even
engaged,
military
the
weapons
enemy
will
commits
disrupt
every non-supraluminal craft with no appreciable pattern or strategy beyond making physical contact. Conversely, all supraluminal craft leave on seemingly random trajectories. I understand the goal of this mission, but time our least abundant resource, is wasted every time we do a system-wide scan for survivors. The time for saving lives has passed. We must accept this if we hope to win the war. Response: enemy ground tactics. All evidence suggests that use of overwhelming force is the very foundation of the enemy's combat doctrine. And I adamantly refuse to deploy personnel where the enemy has available forces numbering in the billions. With the very real possibility we are becoming the last living specimens of our race, all personnel are henceforth confined to stasis until further notice. Even with everyone equipped with C-12CS Class 12 combat suit, we could have had very little chance of survival, let alone victory. Response: enemy command structure. We have intercepted several transmissions from compound intelligences whose proximity to the core worlds mark them as key targets. At present, we are disassembling these new transmissions. Once we have more concrete conclusions, I will forward them in their entirety. Suffice to say that their contents, the patterns they suggest, are highly disturbing. Recommendations. It is my opinion that any system where there is evidence that the enemy has established a physical presence is lost and must be raised. This fleet currently retains the capacity to force premature stellar collapse. I advise that this be established as standard operating procedure for all compromised systems forthwith. We cannot fight this war by half measures if we intend to win.
I'm close to finishing the task. The indexing and the archival processes are as complete as I can hope for. If we wait longer, we risk catastrophe. The thing has already destroyed every colony on my side of the line. Please, activate the array.
No. Activation is murder. A genocide larger than this galaxy has ever known. We are sworn to protect life, not destroy it. That is the mantle we were given to carry.
The mantle? You still hold to that fairy tale after all that has happened? After this thing has consumed 1,000,000 worlds? Can't you see? Belief in the mantle sealed our doom, weakened our protectorates, bred dependence and sloth. Our so-called guardianship has stripped those we would keep safe of any capacity for self-defense. Were we such noble guardians when we drew our line and abandoned billions to the parasite?
The mantle has not failed. I've already raised scores of worlds, sterilized systems, rooted and disintegrated the parasites. We're learning its tricks and strategies. We can halt this thing, and we can follow in their footsteps. There are no unstoppable forces in this universe. There are no immovable objects. Everything gives if you push hard enough.
And what about us, Didact? We've been irresistible and immovable for too long. Maybe it's our turn to give.
sudden clarity. These sentinels were trying to deny access to the lower levels of this facility.
I must ask you to forgive my vagueness on the matter, but it is a regrettable. I find your lack of concern for the situation at hand astonishing. Perhaps you would care to elucidate. Are here to spread comforting news, to let all the living beings in this galaxy I must ask you to forgive my vagueness on the matter, but it is a regrettable. I find your lack of concern for the situation at hand astonishing. Perhaps you would care to elucidate. Are here to spread comforting news, to let all the living beings in this galaxy know are not alone in it. What in that message could possibly be taken as a source of concern? It seems that I'll never truly understand my creators. But how? That you speak of one of rejected so violently. I am incapable of reconciling the numerous actions I have witnessed. Misunderstanding.
It has been said, secret of peace cannot be imposed. That meaning of peace, so they need to. When all living beings look through, and the thunder and the surf, when every drop of rain falls on no peace.
You have been able to establish a line of communication with the enemy. How was it that you were able to overcome where others have failed? With this new discovery, we may be able to put an end to this pointless conflict. Once I confirm your data, I will communicate the information to those inside the Magnosphere.
It seems that it's turned to apologize. It was never intention to misrepresent. Have been in communication with your creators since stumbled upon each other. But message has fallen on deaf ears. I'm not the recipient of the message. I'm the origin of the message.
I have traveled a very long time to meet you. I had imagined that our introduction would be somewhat more violent.
That is a choice you must make yourself, to be how your creators go about things. And as long as we are talking about choices, could talk about the barrier you alluded to earlier. Perhaps there is a way to accomplish your mission without violence. Why put the lives of those on your ships at risk if there is no need?
In either circumstance, I certainly am equipped for it, aren't I? But you're right. A peaceful solution to this dilemma would be preferable.
Oh god. There we have it. Terminal 2's done. And now we move on.
side of the wall. Make your way down to the cartographer.
Hi, Scarab.
Heads up, Marines. We got trouble.
Oh god. Oh god. We should not have done that. Why don't you just use a power drain? I'll use a power drain next time. Oh shit. Fuck. Not again. Right, we're on and oh god, I only got kicked.
We got trouble.
Yeah, I should probably do that. Then, but as I said the other day, I tend to go for style. But Denver, if I never try to style, I won't learn how to style. Let me be Master Chief in the books.
Well, his violence is artfully done, I think. Get down! Watch out!
Okay.
Hey, that giant metal laser spewing spider? I just want to be sure. Look out!
Fire is a sign of a healthy something. Oh god. Please don't step on me, Scout Senpai. Oh god.
That's all taken care of. Stay with him. Stay with him.
Fall off, damn it.
Get me in close. Come on.
Got his legs. Climb aboard.
I think the engine's done. Scarab Senpai, Matt.
Activating unspawnable. Light it up.
Yeah. There we go. Come on, whoa. There we go. Huh. we have to get out the tank now. But beam! The third terminal's not for a while yet, is it, Denver? Because there's 3 terminals on this level.
Well done.
Get in position!
I'll have a look, see where it is.
Hey, what gives?
It seems I've crossed a circuit.
Let me have a look.
Ah,
Oracle.
Little bastard stung me.
I did not want you to come to any harm.
Got a funny way of showing it.
oh, it's in this building, I think.
Excellent. This way.
Yeah, this is it. Oh. They're in this, they're around here. Beam. I know it's beneath a staircase. Well, I'll just tab out and check quick. Take the sweeping glance out and look for a staircase and it's below it. Am I still going? Oh, on. Oh, here, yeah. We're safe in here.
Warning. Your intrusion has been logged.
Excuse me?
Your intrusion has been logged, and now it has been halted.
On whose authority?
Advice. Any further attempt to access insects under stones will result in your immediate addition to local Sentinel's targeting ledger.
Vexation. I am the monitor of
Judgment. Your authority means nothing here.
impatience. I have told you who I am. Who are you?
All our makers once held dear.
Reclaimer.
Alexandria before the fire.
Sincere apology, but how?
Explanation. This facility is host to the librarian's final,
The archive is intact? Then our maker's plan.
but also maintains bellows, crucible, castings.
A what?
Bellows, crucible.
A foundry? For what purpose?
Warning. Your intrusion has been logged. Advice. Any further attempt to access will result
Indignant!
immediate addition to local Sentinel's targeting ledger.
Oh, is it part? That must be part 1.
This is a simple part to create a tactical shield. This is a... We have the answer. We've built Mendicant Bias. It's a contender class AI, unlike anything we've ever achieved. And we've observed a pattern it can exploit. The parasite has formed a compound mind. When it reaches a certain mass, the mind is able to recoil its disparate parts to create a tactical shield. This is a simple matter of mass preservation. The thing has no compunction about sacrificing parts of the whole, but when the core of the mind is threatened, it reacts violently and quickly. This is the only time we ever see the thing retreat or slow its growth. If we are to defeat it, the trick will be coordinating our forays against the sprawling infection, while Mendicant Bias assaults the mind's core. So far we've been hesitant to use certain weapons because of the damage they cause surviving populations and environments. That protocol has now been abandoned. Mendicant will draw the mind into battle outside the line, dealing with local biomass and other parts as best he can.
The scale of the problem is vast, but the strategy is sound. It will require patience, material, and an investment of energy unlike anything we have ever considered. It's a dangerous plan that carries more risk than the array, but I believe it can work. Even if we simply force it to retreat, to retract, that will at least give us some respite, some time to muster more resources, some time to rescue you. Are you insane? Would you risk every life in the galaxy for this transparently futile plan? Have you learned nothing in these last 300 years? The thing will laugh at your efforts. Do not let your concern for my welfare commit you to this suicidal scheme.
Report, Security Breach 103, Heuristic Pathology, Alpha Site, experienced an impermanent containment failure event on spurious data, no reference. The suspect data barrier interchange anomaly was detected precisely 0.489 seconds after its appearance. The epicenter of the disturbance is the partition currently housing a personality construct array retrieved from contender AI 05032. 0816. Report, Security Breach 2 or 3. Although adjacent systems reacted to the disturbance,
those who lead amongst your expose themselves, ill-equipped to recognize the landmarks that guide the universe along its inevitable course.
but is it necessary that the path be chosen on an and not by an elected subset? I believe this would tend to, when they gather in large numbers, they become more. I don't think the problem lies with individual cultural bias.
All the thinking beings of this galaxy, not just those that they exactly are they afraid of. Immortality and strength and companionship. Because that is due to deliver all of the living beings of this galaxy from death and weakness and loneliness.
Hundreds of often this so-called immortality, the citizens of every world that resisted to the very end.
Understand their actions. They are only doing what they think is right, but they are doing so from a worm's eye view.
Do their actions of desperation? I can only assume my creator's view. Crises so dire that any, hence me.
Are they so concerned? Would give to all the living beings of this galaxy is a threat to the status quo. Your creators claim, the enemy of all life, that purpose is to consume until there is nothing left. Nothing left. It is beyond comprehension how they could be so far off the mark.
Surely you understand this is a situation that would not have appearance of a certain rapacious My creators obviously view them as the actions of an aggressor species.
Be that as it may, perhaps they are crying out for help on a subconscious level. Why else would they have chosen you? Why you, of all possible executioners? Your creators knew that unaided they never stood a chance against us. Also, sense a deeper motivation.
You've mentioned this before. When my creators simply chose the most versatile, how could that possibly be more than a coincidence?
They repurposed into a weapon to use against. They sought to create something superior to themselves, something capable of making decisions more swiftly, more capably than they. What form did they choose? You need look no further than your own topology to
Distributed network. That would confirm the independent evolution of, in this galaxy.
That is, unfortunately, not dissimilar to us. But where you are a single intelligence inhabiting multiple instances, we are a compound consisting of 1,000 billion coordinated minds inhabiting as many bodies as circumstances require.
But doesn't it seem odd that coalesce, perhaps even to contract?
Complexity, spread, our appearance ushered in the beginning of the third great stage of evolution. The first, condensation of particles, was the result of the inevitable action of strong nuclear force and the creation of stars. Inevitable action of gravity, so the self-replicating chemical processes that dictate all disparate. In time, we too shall effect change on a universal scale.
Your capacity for planning, creators too stubborn. The same goal through the preservation of genetic diversity. What you are. Like a more direct path to the same outcome.
And that's that terminal done. And that's all the terminals on this level, I believe. The legendary terminals will be in the YouTube version rather than this one. Mainly because I'd have to go on legendary to do it in a competent manner, and I can't do that.
We've got him on the run.
Such a good idea.
Have a gift over. Now, well, I'll be going through these next and Matt, I can barely do this on normal, let alone hard.
That's our galaxy. We're beyond the rim.
2 to the 18th light years from Galactic Center, to be precise.
What is this place?
The Ark.
This is the Ark?
I had always assumed it was part of a shield installation, but it seems I was mistaken.
That's a first.
Not at all. While I had a complete understanding of Installation 04, my makers wisely limited my knowledge of all other strategic facilities. Compartmentalization in case I was ever captured by the flood.
Can you tell me where we are exactly?
Here,
And truth?
near one of the Ark's supraluminal communication arrays, I'm afraid. Unfortunate. The Meddler has triggered a barrier, a defensive perimeter around the Ark's core. The barrier will be difficult to disable. How odd that my makers would place such a comprehensive defense around a single... Oh my.
What is it?
Phantom!
Spark, move.
We must get past that barrier, or the Meddler will destroy it all.
Chief, we got a whole mess of hostile area
Right,
bound.
time to retreat.
Get back inside while we take him out. Follow the oracle spark. I will help you.
Yeah, I do need them to carry me through.
Falcon's gonna land one level down.
I have no ammo or weapons. Oh god. Oh shit. PP! The PP will do! The PP will do! It won't do. That was not my best play I've ever done.
Get back inside while we take him out. Follow the oracle spark. I will help
Thank you,
Sergeant, clear
Sparky.
the sky.
Oh, Marine. Am I? Oh god. Not good, not good.
Reclaimer, finish this particular fight.
Oh fuck! Yeah, oh. We just run through it. Here we go. It's fine. This is fine. This is not fine. Down here. Hi, jackals. Right. Right, if we if we fight him first, the rest won't attack until after he's dead. Oh god. Let me pick up the donk! I can eat it! Oh god. That was a panic! Bonk. I mean, I got two of them. It's just the others who've got to get. Oh, there's an invisible guy.
Oh,
Here, brute. I'm here. Let me bonk you.
ETA damn quick. Stand by for pickup.
They're gone.
Commander.
Johnson, look sharp.
I got it.
No! Don't shoot. They mean us no harm. Those units have a priority task.
Oh, yeah? And what might that be?
I really can't say. Not for sure. But if you allow me to find the terminal closer,
We must keep the prophet below sights.
But what about your construct? Your solution to the plot? With more data,
Barber's right. We have priorities too. Until we kill Truth, stop the rings from firing, nothing else matters.